Hey, how's everybody doing? Here in the canyon of Arizona, coming back from California, headed back up to Utah. A little while ago, I had a little dilemma that almost threw me off the path. It would have not been by much, but any tad bit, as far as I'm concerned, is too much. The goal for me is to remain neutral or positive as much as I possibly can, and you know, I have to realize that I'm an alcoholic, and just about anything, if I'm not equipped spiritually maintained, I can stray off the path and not even know it. And it's something just as simple as this. I was dispatched a load that's only going 9 miles, and it kind of annoyed me because 9 miles could potentially be a couple hours, and I get paid, first of all, by the mile, and there's only so much time that I can drive throughout the day before I have to shut down and shut down for 10 hours before I can drive again. Anyways, it upset me, and my alcoholic mind started going into hyperdrive. I started judging the situation, and I started thinking that dispatch was out to get me. I started thinking that I had did something wrong to piss them off, to give me a 9-mile load. Did I do something wrong? Do they not like me? Do I message them too much on the Qualcomm? That's the computer here in the truck. We use that to communicate. Anyhow, the thoughts kept going on, and it started to upset me, this whole situation, and I could tell that my thoughts were starting to get on my nerves, I started to feel annoyed, and I felt myself going a little towards the negative. So I had to take a step back and kind of think about the situation. And it really all didn't click until I put God in the mix. But, you know, first what I did was I took a step back and I was like, okay, should I do this? I mean, is it a good thing or a bad thing? Will I be a doormat if I do this? Are they going to keep putting these small loads on me because they know I won't say no? I mean, you know, or should I just go ahead and do it anyways to show them that I'm a good worker? Or should I just do it, period? Because it's my job, regardless. And then, you know, I asked God, I was like, God, what do you think I should do? I mean, I do have the choice to take this load or deny it. And the first thought that came to mind is, are you judging the situation? And I was like, I mean, you know, I talk to myself sometimes, and my thought process is more like I think back to myself in like God's voice. It's like this, what would God say? Well, God would say, you're judging. And then from your experience, what do you know of judging? Well, this is what I know. Judging creates fear. False events appearing real. The FEAR acronym. Right? All my life I've judged people, places, and things, and I created these false images in my mind, and I steered clear of these things. I pushed myself back into a corner and kept myself from experiencing new things. I kept myself from growing. When I judge, I believe that I'm preventing myself from learning, from experiencing. I'm preventing myself from getting outside of my comfortable state. And from my experience in Alcoholics Anonymous is, in order to progress in this program and progress spiritually, I have to put myself into uncomfortable situations and not worry about the outcome. So judging, for me, it creates fear, it creates worry, it creates anxiety, which then creates depression, which then leads me away from my true path that God has put me on. God and AA have put me on. And my goal is to remain on this path. Now, this problem is small. It's a minute problem, and trust me, I would have been able to pick myself up pretty easily, but I guarantee you, had I not kind of spot checked myself and prayed and talked to God and thought about this thoroughly, I would have stayed in that frame of mind, that negative frame of mind, for a few hours. That's too damn long. A few hours of judging and creating these false events in my mind is too damn long. And I don't want to be there no more. I do not want to feel that way anymore. So it is my goal to spot check all these things, no matter how small they are, so that way I can remain either neutral or positive. So I feel better.
Welcome to Utah.
I feel better about it, and just a sec. Anyhow, I've come to the conclusion that it is my job to do this. It is my job to be the best employee that I can possibly be. That's what my last sponsor taught me. And it is not my job to judge, because judging is going to get my ass into trouble. So, anyhow, I wanted to share that with you guys. I know for some of us alcoholics out there, it's hard to take a step back, because once that snowball starts rolling, it starts rolling, and it's a little harder to stop once it gets some momentum going, like the juggernaut that the book talks about. So with that, get your ass to a meeting. Y'all take it easy.